This is Twit.
Netflix posted some great financial numbers yesterday. Income rose to earnings per share of 49 cents, beating expectations of 40 cents. And sales increased 20% to $1.07 billion, matching expectations. But everybody's talking about subscriber numbers. Netflix matched its own guidance of 630,000 new subscribers, but the street wanted 700,000. So Netflix is now suddenly a disappointment. CEO Reed Hastings said in their video earnings call that Netflix would expand into original documentaries and stand-up comedy shows.
Nokia has launched a bigger Lumia smartphone, the Lumia 625. It comes with a 4.7-inch screen and will cost about 220 euros before taxes and subsidies. Earlier this month, Nokia unveiled a higher-end Lumia 1020 model. That's the one with the 41-megapixel camera. Nokia is looking to gain in market share after falling behind South Korea's Samsung. Everybody seems to fall behind Samsung these days, which has a quarter of the market share. Nokia at 15%.
If you're a fan of Flipboard, you might like this next story. Flipboard just launched a full HTML5 version of its magazines that will work on any browser, desktop or mobile. Right now, Flipboard on the web is a bit limited. You'll have access to Flipboard's curated list of magazines. The company says to expect a full experience that lets you access your subscriptions and search by the end of this year or early 2014.
One long patent nightmare is over. The Aeolus patent suit brought in 2009 against a dozen tech companies alleged infringement of patents around video streaming, search suggestions, and other interactive elements on pages. Tim Berners-Lee even testified against the patent. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit in Washington, D.C. upheld a lower court decision that major portions of the interactive web patents were invalid. Over the years, companies like Microsoft, Office Depot, Rent-A-Center, Playboy, and Oracle had all settled with Aeolus.
Chinese e-commerce giant Alibaba, remember they had a really good quarter, has announced a smart TV OS and is working with a number of partners, including Cisco and Chinese manufacturers, to develop smart TVs, set-top boxes, and services to run inside them. Alibaba already has a smartphone and tablet OS called Alien, which started as an internal mobile platform, later spun off with an investment. But a spokesperson tells the Next Web that Alien and the Smart TV are two different products for two different types of devices. But it is our aim in the future to create enhanced synergy between the two for multi-device and multi-screen usability.
The Syrian Electronic Army is claiming it has stolen 1.5 terabytes of users' personal data from the video and text app Tango. The SEA posted screenshots on its website to prove the hack and says it will turn over much of the information to the Syrian government. Tango confirmed the attack via Twitter, but did not confirm the amount of data stolen or that the SEA is responsible.
You might think Apple forgets about podcasts sometimes, but they don't. In fact, Monday, they announced the iTunes Store has passed 1 billion podcast subscriptions. Apple said the number is spread across 250,000 unique podcasts in more than 100 languages with more than 8 million episodes, some of them not even hosted by Leo Laporte.
eBay Now, the same-day shipping service that started in San Francisco and then expanded to San Jose, California, and New York, is expanding again. The Bay Area Peninsula, Brooklyn, Queens, as well as Chicago and Dallas are all getting eBay Now service by the end of the summer. And the company is launching a PC version of eBay Now for the desktop.
Verizon announced 3 new Motorola Droid phones this morning. The thin $199 Droid Ultra, a new $299 Droid Max featuring long battery life, and the $99 Droid Mini, which is mini. It's small. All 3 phones will supposedly have 24% faster CPU, 100% faster GPU, plus 2 times the RAM of last year's model. The phones also feature touchless control through voice, notifications on lock screen, and quick camera access. Sound familiar, Moto X leakers? All 3 phones will be available August 20th.
Samsung released full details on the new Exynos 5 Octa system on a chip. The 5420 variant includes 4 ARM Cortex-A15 cores at 1.8 gigahertz and 4 1.3 gigahertz Cortex-A7s. Samsung claims a 20% processing increase and twice the 3D graphic power. It also has a memory bandwidth of 14.9 gigabytes per second, which among other things lets it do full HD Wi-Fi display support. No word on what devices will use it, but the chip goes into mass production in August.